please.
This is Juju Bean and
Juicy.
period. And let me tell you, we're not gonna tell you why she juicy. We're not gonna tell you why she called that, cause y'all don't deserve to know. Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
What the fuck? Anyway, so we're here for the I'm gonna lie and say much anticipated video about the time I got scammed and found the nigga and got my money back.
Period.
Plus some. But we never talk about that.
I'm just here with my she's gonna tell me a story for the first time, and I'm drinking, so we already lit because we filmed on my channel, but I just want to listen to the story. So
go over there and watch that shit right now. You don't have an option.
No, you don't. You don't.
Okay. Alright, so boom. Feel me? So in the beginning of this year, I had a whole situation where I ended up out on my own, right? Mm-hmm. So I start looking for places by myself, and then my friends end up a part of it. So we're all looking for a place. So it's me and two of my other friends. Mm-hmm. So we're looking at places, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, whatever the fuck, cute, whatever. I have a dog, so we gotta work that
something cheap, because we live in an expensive ass state.
Connecticut is the place for like retired white people, but we're not even gonna get into that. And I don't know about you, but neither of us look Caucasian, so anyway. So boom, feel me? So we're looking at places, we find a place. Milford, Connecticut. 4 bedrooms. In the middle of white people town. That's why she's making that face. She like,
well, because where we live at is very like, it's close to the city. We got corner stores, we got delis, we got
bodegas, all of that.
She talking about, they don't got none of that. You gotta drive to go to where you want to go. For me, I could walk like in my radius. I got a McDonald's, a Wendy's, a Popeyes, a corner store, a grocery store, a Chinese spot, a gas station. We got a lot of stuff. So
all
where
of that.
she talking about is more up, and there's not really nothing.
There's nothing to fucking look forward to, but you know what? It's okay. Because I used to live in Milford. I'm not pressed. We live in Bridgeport right now. It's the tea. Alright? like I'm in the ghetto. Like, okay. But whatever. So we ended up finding a place in Milford, Connecticut, which is like white people haven. We live in a retirement state. It is what it is. We find a place, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, whole fucking shebang.
Too nice to be sound too good to be
sound too good to be true because it fucking was. So the rent itself was, and I got the receipts, so let me tell you. The rent itself was, I think it was $1,050 a month.
$1,050 a month? Yeah.
Okay, now this is the thing, right? So this is me and my.
Knew better.
I know, but
you knew better.
I didn't at the time. I know better now, but I didn't at the time. I got too gassed. I was like, "Oh, this is perfect. Like, look, this is the universe aligning for me. Whatever."
Like, you said 4-bedroom.
Yeah.
2 baths.
No, I'm sorry. 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Okay, I pay for a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. We pay $1,100. So, and we in the ghetto.
Right.
So imagine a nice day. Nah, sis, you knew better. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm an optimistic person.
Okay, and look what happened. They scammed you.
Hard as fuck, but it's okay though. It's okay though because let me tell you why. So boom, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $1,050 a month. Sounds like a plan, right? It's definitely too good to be true, but we didn't realize that until later. This is our first time renting. Give me my forgiveness, whatever the fuck. I don't know. You know what I mean? We're just excited. So I apply on Facebook.
Y'all was probably mad.
We were gassed. We were looking at the pictures like, yo, bitches could never. We could have a whole backyard, like everything. So, so we find it. I send out a message. This is on Facebook Market. Boom. Nothing happens. A couple days go by. And then I get an email from, and I'm going to put them on blast because I'm that type of bitch. The email is, South doorbell, south as in the direction, doorbell at gmail.com. Thank you. So if they email you, just know it's a scam. Anyway, they said, hi, nice reading from you. The property is still available. We're looking for a responsible tenant, blah, blah, blah. This is the address, so on and so forth.
Just a regular.
Just a regular thing. My name is so-and-so. I work at so-and-so. Everything. We just need some of your rental history, your information. So I'm like, okay, cool. This seems normal. Right. So I send over everything. That's like address, everything. They're like, text me at this phone number. Cool. Do that. So, boom, I send them everything. I send them the rental history and everything like that. And they're like, okay, we're just like God-loving people, as scammers always are. Because they always love God so much. That's why they're scamming people, right? Like,
for the better of the good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
for whatever the fuck, right? Because they just love God so much. And they're like, how would you be able to take care of the house, and so forth? So I give them a rundown of that. Boom. Everything's fine. They're like, thank you so much for the email. I have to go through my family and verify all of your information, so on and so forth. And we'll get back to you in a couple days.
Like,
it seemed... Ooh! Bitch! Am I a little bit lit?
Yeah, you lit!
Okay.
So what happened?
Get it together. Boom. So boom, they're like, we have to go through your information, so on and so forth. Blah, blah, blah. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
It sounds too good, bro.
So they're like, we agree. We went through your information. My family and I all agree that you guys will be good. You know what I mean? We just need your address and everything like that so that we can send you the keys and the paperwork for the house. Now, mind you, they told me that they lived in California.
What?
That's a whole nother thing. But I'm going to get into why they said that. They said, my name is blank. I work and live in blank as a blank. They gave me mad information, so it all sounded legit. So, boom. So I send them the information. I'm like, did you want us to send first month security and rent at the same time? Did you want it as 2 separate payments? Whatever.
Yeah, like what you need.
Now, mind you, she over here like really clean.
My bad.
I really did.
Sorry,
I really fucked up.
All right, I'm good now. I'm good.
And I'm like, okay, fine. Now, mind you, we haven't even seen the apartment. I know. Like I said, this is all of our first time.
All right. You're bugging. You're bugging.
Listen, I didn't know. So
that dude was probably like, yeah, I'm getting her right now.
No
like,
facts. He was like, I got her so bad. Stupid, dummy. What are you talking about? So boom. So I'm like, would it be possible to move things in July? Our current move-in date is August 1st, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm so happy that you'll be taking care of our place and blah, blah, blah. This is my favorite house.
Why he's
I
sending...
swear to fucking God, everything. And
I'm seeing the messages. I'm seeing the
Girl,
receipts.
Paragraphs.
We got paragraphs. We got paragraphs right here. It's paragraphs.
He's like, okay, so what you need to do is go to Bank of America and send a deposit to my wife's information. He goes, this is the Bank of America. This is the account number. This is the name on the account number. I'm a Sagittarius, so, you know, I'm really positive and upbeat and excited. I'm, like, ready, whatever the fuck. Blah, 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 God, blah, 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 almighty Lord, blah, blah, blah. Just really gassing it, right? So, boom. So, we will be sending $2,100 all together. We're a little bit together now. Yeah, all together. So, there's 3 of us, so that's only $700 each. Mm-hmm. So, boom. So, he gives me the information, the Bank of America account, the name on it, everything. I'm like, okay, we plan on sending it, blah, blah, blah. He goes, you can send it to this information, blah, blah, blah. But his wife's bank account. He gives me the bank account number, her full name, everything, everything. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, cool. So, we're going to send it over this afternoon. Perfect. So... we end up sending it over that afternoon through Zelle because we weren't able to get to the bank because it was a Sunday. So boom. So he messages me. So everything's fine.
That's a long message.
I know. I'm gonna get into it, girl. So then we're thinking everything's fine. Boom. We just sent the deposit. No, we haven't seen the place yet, but we really like it from the pictures that we've seen and everything like that. Me and my friends do a drive-by of the house. There's a moving truck So we're like, okay, this must be the, you know, the old tenants or whatever, but because of COVID-19, whatever, we don't want to, like, walk up to them and, you know, interrogate them and shit like that and ask them, like, a bunch of questions. So
exactly,
we just do a little drive-by. We're looking at it. We're like, oh, it's going to be so excited. We're so ready, whatever. So, boom. So, the next day, fall asleep. Money's been sent. Boom.
So, sell. Okay.
Sold, right? This is ours, right? We're moving in August 1st, right? Right? No. So, the next morning, I wake up 10 a.m. because I be asleep. Hi, Cindy. First of all, my name is nowhere close to Cindy. So, first red flag, how many people have you sent this message to? How are you? I'm sorry for my delay in response. I spoke to you and I spoke to my attorney about selling the place. However, once I contacted my attorney, he told me that I need to pay, he told me that you, as in being me and my roommates, would have to pay 6 months in advance.
6 months? Oh yeah, you could suck my dick. Bugging.
Period.
Oh no.
Exactly.
Oh no.
He's like, so you've already sent the $2,100 to the same Zelle account. We need you to send the other $3,150 to the same number, the same Zelle account, whatever. Now, and he sends me some like shitty ass lease agreement that's like not even close to being realistic. But like I said, I don't know. I just trust my gut at this point because I wake up and I'm like, why would you ask me for 6 months in advance? Like, I look up the laws or whatever in Connecticut, and it's like you can only ask for 2 months in advance for rentals. So that would be first month, and security. Mm-hmm. Boom. So I'm like, okay, funny. So I contact my dad. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Hello, Papa, Daddy. What the fuck is this? And he's like, oh, send me everything. So I send him everything. He reads through the email thread. He's an attorney, so he's like, this is mad sus. Mm-hmm. And he was a realtor for years. So I should have went through him, but I'm sitting here like, oh, I'm 22, I'm grown, I can figure it out on my own. Yeah. You know what I mean? Really trying to do shit by myself. So boom. So I sent him everything. He's like, no, this shit's sus. It's weird. It's a dub. Don't do it. Da da da.
But you already sent the deposit.
I already sent the $2,100.
Okay.
So boom. Like I said, that's $700 out of each of our pockets because there's 3 of us. So I'm sick right now. So I go and I'm taking graduation pictures with my boyfriend's little brother. And I'm like really trying to figure this shit out in my head. Like I'm doing the math. Someone ain't doing the math right. Cause I just sent $2,100, but now I haven't said shit back to the person. I haven't even responded to the person. So, I'm waiting. I'm like, okay. Let me go. Motherfucking, I'm sorry.
I can't
Here we go.
this.
So, mind you, we've been texting back and forth for a while from the same number, the number that they gave me in the first one. So, they call me. I text them, and I'm like, hey, I got your email, because they sent me some long-ass email talking about you haven't responded to our email, like, da-da-da-da, like, were you still interested, so on and so forth, normal shit. So I'm like, I've just been working all day, bitch, I'm unemployed like a motherfucker, like, working for who? Working for whomst?
Corona.
Like, bitch, what the fuck? I'm like, sorry, I've been working all day. I was unable to call. Is it possible for us to visit the inside of the house tomorrow before we send everything over? We want to make sure everything is in good condition before we sign the lease. So I'm not letting him know that I know that he's scamming me yet. Because I figured it out, but I'm like, let me see how long I can lead this man on for. Mm-hmm. He calls me at 1 a.m. 3 times, back to back to back. Same night. So I'm like, oh, I got you now. You trying to come up with an excuse. Like, oh, you can't go see the house because da-da-da-da. Like, really trying to come up with something, pull something out of your house. Right, pull something out of your ass. So, then I sent that message. I'm like, oh, I've been, whatever the fuck. So he calls me. And then the next morning, he calls me twice, 8 a.m., 10 a.m. He calls me back to back, right? I didn't answer anything. He panicking. Shook ones. Panicking. Shook as fuck.
He's panicking.
He's like, fuck. She's about to figure it out. Da. Now, mind you, I had already gone to the house and spoken to the actual owner. Come to find out, he's using the name, the address, and the career of the nigga who actually owns that house. So all the information that he sent me was legit. It just wasn't him. So he did his research on this person who's selling this house. So I talked to them and I'm like, hey, we've been in contact with someone about your address. They're still in the house. It's the same people who we saw moving out. So you got in touch with the owner? Mm-hmm. No, well, not even got into it. So I went over.
Oh, you pulled up to the house?
I pulled up. The moment that my dad was like, oh, this shit's sus, I pulled up. Because I was like, okay, cool. So we saw people moving out. Let me have a conversation with them and see who they're renting from. See what's going on with this.
Yeah.
Which I didn't do the first time because, like I said, coronavirus, so on and so forth. I didn't want to just show up and start, breathing all in people's face. So, boom. So I go to the house. He doesn't really speak English that well. He's like, no, we're not renting the house. We're selling it. We already sold it. You're the second person this week to come to me and tell me that I'm renting it and I'm not. And I'm like,
so this person is scamming
hard as fuck. So I'm shook. I'm like, okay, so I just leave it at that because I don't know what else to say. What else do I ask you? Mm-hmm. What other questions do I have?
Like, this has nothing to do with you.
Right. So I just leave. So then I go back home. Now, here's the thing. I used to be crazy. I'm probably still crazy, but
I'm not that crazy.
Don't tell my nigga. Anyway. All of y'all don't tell my nigga. So, because I was crazy and niggas was doing me crazy, I learned how to be really crazy. Like, so I know how to track people down and feel me, check their background and...
So how do you track it? No.
So this is the thing. So mind you, like I said, I sent the message that day or the day before and I was like, oh, sorry, I was working. And they were like panicking, calling me. I'm not answering. I'm leaving it at that. Mm-hmm. So the whole time they're calling me, I'm doing background checks. So the least that they sent me an address in California. I said, okay, you said you were in California, right? So obviously this address is accurate to somebody. Mm-hmm. Somebody who's connected to you. That's fine. Check number 1. Check number 2, the number you've been texting me from, right? I checked that out. It says landline. So I'm like, okay, so you're texting me from an app. So WhatsApp or whatever the fuck. Because WhatsApp and shit like that shows up as a landline.
Yeah.
Cool. 3, the phone number I sent my money to. Oh, funny. Because it's actually the same name that you gave me. So you gave me too much information, baby. Because now you gave me your real government. Funny. So I run background checks. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. For free. Because it only cost me $1 and I got my $1 refunded. So here's the thing. So I run background checks on the number. I find out everybody's relatives. Names. Uncles. Wives.
Really?
Sisters. I found out their jobs. Their phone numbers. Their addresses. Funny. Interesting. I have so much information on you now. I know exactly who you are. Cute. So
let me see.
So boom.
Yeah,
so this is I'm sorry, I was working.
Yep.
So then they go, hi, sorry for any inconvenience from me calling you while you were at work.
I mean, while you were sleeping too, because it was 1 in the morning.
Literally.
But okay.
I wanted to talk because I went out to mail the keys to you, but my wife stopped me and told me that I needed to receive the other 4 months. Oh my God. Oh no. Your wife stopped you? Interesting. So, I'm gonna show you.
Let me see.
I proceeded to send them their age, full name, the state, city that they lived in, all their relatives.
Where are you at? What's this?
New Mexico. So I'm in Connecticut getting scammed by a motherfucker in New Mexico, but that's a whole nother thing. So boom, this the number that they use.
That's their wife?
That's the grandma. Or whatever the fuck. That's the person whose account I sent the money to. I got screenshots. I got pictures of you and your family. That's the person whose address they sent me on the lease. I got pictures of you and your family. You and your wife. You and your wife. Your wife. What
That's
the
his
fuck?
wife?
Whoever the fuck it is, right? Addresses, birthdays, names, everything. So I send a message. So they go, oh, I'm sorry for interrupting you. I'm sorry disrupting you while you was working. So I go, hey, it's not a problem. I send them all these screenshots of all the information. I said, so I've spoken to the actual owner of this address and was able to track down whose bank account used to take me and my friend's money, as well as who owns the house that was on the lease. I reported you to the police in New Mexico, Connecticut, California, and Georgia. They're currently investigating. So if I were you, I would send my $2,100 back to the same Zelle account number. Otherwise, you'll be charged with fraud, identity theft, and larceny. And a little heart emoji, right? And it said, also, I know you're using an app to contact me, but it's okay since I have all the information needed to access your bank account.
Ooh. Bro, what?
I'm not with the... Don't try to play me.
No.
Don't try to play me.
He probably said...
Ah! So then this is the thing. So my man deletes the fuck out of the app. Because the message doesn't go through. I said, but you know what? That's okay, baby.
Because I got your...
Because I got the real phone number. God, let me just text your grandma right now.
You texted... Wait.
Sure did. Grandmama, Mima, got texted quick as fuck. Boop.
Let me see. Hold on.
I sent the same exact message to the grandmother's number, the number that was linked to the bank account number. I sent the same exact message, all the screenshot, plus more. Because I was like, oh, so you think I'm playing with you? You think you can just delete the app and not give me my money back?
That's it.
Funny. Because you know what's weird? I know where you live. I know your address. I know where you work. Like, I know all your relatives. Like, it's really crazy that you thought you could do me like that. Oh, this is more you and your grandkids, right? This is where you live. This is the city you live in. This is all your relatives. Oh. Oh my God.
Send me my
$2,100 now. Or else I'll up the charges. Remember, I have all your information. So don't fucking play with me.
He said I'll send you back the money. Hold on.
Hold on.
He shook.
He was... Oh my God. Grandma, give me your phone. Yup. Grab grandma's phone. Grab me my phone. And send me my money back.
How you a scammer, but you can't be a scammer?
Come on, my nigga. You got greedy. You got too greedy. You got too hyped. You thought you could feel me? Shook. Hold on now. Send me $3K, matter of fact. As a matter of fact, send me 900 more. Cause I want money for my stress. For my emotions. Please.
Yeah, we drunk. Please don't, cause we drunk.
I don't give a fuck. An actress I am. Give me my
coins.
Okay?
He said
fuck, he was shook. So I'm like, send me $3K, matter of fact. This nigga says, fuck no. I'ma just send you the money you sent me, you asshole.
Me?
I'm the asshole.
Well, you tried to scam
You scammed me out of $2,100. Dollars. But I'm the asshole. I'm the asshole, bro. I'm the asshole.
Ooh,
I'm the asshole.
Shady Katie.
So we back. So boom. So they said, you have your money now. They sent me the $2,100. They're like, leave me alone. Leave you alone? I said, nah, baby.
He said, you have your money now. Leave me and my family the fuck alone.
Oh, you're shook. You're Shookington. You're Shookiana. You're Shookarina. Like, that's really funny. That's really fucking funny to me. Because when you were stealing me and my friend's money...
Mind you, we're fucking not kids, but we're like trying to grow up, get our own apartment. So you trying to make me look stupid.
You making me look dumb.
Yeah, and you taking my hard work, earned money when I don't even have a career yet, and I'm making this money, and my scraps.
My
like, you
scraps.
trying to take up the
What
little
a-
money.
what
The
a
little
stray
money
dog.
I have. The little money
What
I
a
have.
stray dog you are. No,
Okay.
I'm on these little fucking Chinese food scraps. Like, get the fuck out of my face. Bitch. Like, had me pissed the fuck off. So we go back and forth, and I'm like, you're stupid, get a real job. He goes, you asshole. I'm the asshole still.
Yeah.
Apparently. Because I wasn't out here scamming niggas, but whatever. Don't send money to people you don't know. And I was like, since you have a job, send me the rest. You could be upset, but since I have your address and all your family info, I'd suggest you be nice. Because I'm missing $900.
He sent it to you?
Did he? I don't know. Because I don't want to go to jail for extortion. Ooh. But what I'm gonna say is the demand was made. And someone was shook.
Mm-hmm. And they might have sent it or not.
Possibly. We'll never know. But the thing about it is, I'm not the bitch to fuck with. I'm really not the bitch to fuck with. Because the thing about it is, let me get real close. I'm not the bitch to fuck with. I'm really not the bitch to fuck with. Don't fuck with me or my bitches ever. Because I'm fucking crazy. And I will find you. You thought because you was in New Mexico, you thought because you was on the West Coast, you was safe. No. You really thought you was safe. And that's the funny part about it.
But he don't know. Quarantine prices to New Mexico are very cheap.
I guess so.
And we could go.
The flights, though?
Look at Katie. Katie said, yes, Katie, we could go.
The flight.
What? $30 is nothing.
I got that because I sent you $2,100, so it's like I got $30. I got $30
Like what?
I can show up at your crib because I know your address, but I'm gonna let you live, and that's the funny part about it. You're scared of a bitch who live all the way across the country. I know I found your address and all that, and like where you work, and I threatened to call your job and get you fired so you will be unemployed because obviously you're really not that good at scamming, so you really couldn't get that much money. But it's like, why are you scared?
He said 6 months ahead.
6 months.
I'm stupid. I must have stupid.
Written.
Dumb bitch. Like.
On my forehead.
I have never heard of that.
It's mad funny because you could see Katie in the reflection right here.
You can?
Yeah, you could see her hand. She's here and she was a part of the story.
Yeah, that's her other roommate that was supposed to be with her getting this apartment.
But we was over here being all enthusiastic, mad excited. We were ready to move in. And it really wasn't even like the fact that you got our money.
That was being stupid. Sorry,
I was on my deathbed.
First of all,
so
yeah, she was sick as fuck. And
yeah.
I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm like really optimistic. And I was
But they didn't see the apartment. But and send that deposit in first month.
It was our first time, so we learned the lesson and we got our money back and then some. Possibly, don't know. Not gonna say. Not gonna say. But the receipts will be posted.
We're gonna put all the receipts. All of them. Screenshots, everything is gonna be up. So y'all gonna see this is for real.
I'm not with the bullshit. Like, and honestly, like, one of y'all need to let my nigga know, like, don't ever try to talk to another bitch, because I will find out where she lives. And I will show up at her house.
Her uncles, her granddaddy, her grandma.
And I'll be at Thanksgiving.
I've done it.
And I mean, and well, will I be at your little hoe's Thanksgiving dinner? Fucking her grandpa? Possibly. Possibly. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Subscribe to my bitch. Subscribe to her, or else I'll come find you. Fuck wrong with you niggas? I will find you. Oh, you thought because you had a YouTube channel you was safe? Stupid dummy. Fuck are you talking about? I'll DM you your address, my nigga, and I don't care. And I don't care. So subscribe to her, or else.
Or else we'll find you. We'll find you.
Do you want me to send you pictures of your childhood? You don't. Okay, all right.
No, you really sent them pictures of their whole
family.
We're gonna put that up, just block their faces, because you know, lawsuit. But we're gonna put it up.
Is it really a lawsuit if I have the receipts? You have to block the faces.
We gotta block the faces.
Fuck they faces! You trying to play me? Okay, you know what? Whatever.
We gonna block them.
Alright, I'm gonna block them. Whatever. Lawsuit, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Like, okay, I'm poor as it is. Whatever. It doesn't matter because I got a rich nigga mindset. Alright, Toodles. Like I said, this is Juju Bean. This is Juicy. Subscribe to her. Give her the views. Give her the clout. Give her everything that she deserves.
All 2020.
And subscribe now, because if you don't subscribe now, I'm not talking to you. I don't know you. Hater blockers on.